My name is Danny. This review is going to be for the movie called Killerman. It's a 2019 film. It is rated R. It runs an hour and 52 minutes. It's directed by Malik Bader. It stars Liam Hemsworth, Emery Cohen, and Diane Guerrero. Mo Diamond is a New York City money launderer who wakes up with no memory and millions of dollars in stolen cash and drugs. He must soon scour the streets in search of answers while trying to dodge a crew of violent and crooked cops. This is Killerman. Well, I just saw this in theater a couple days ago. I've been pretty busy. I haven't been able to do this review. And I'll be honest, when I went to go see it, I was like, there's nothing to go see out in theater, so I'm going to go see this. And I thought it was Killerman. So I went up to the theater cashier and I said, one for Killerman. And I went and saw the movie and didn't know anything about it except it had Hemsworth in it. That's about it. So when I found out that it's called Killerman because that's Liam's last name, I was like, oh, okay, that's why it's called that in one word. Oh, okay. So that's how rare this movie was for me, and I didn't know anything about it at all. That's how extreme it was. So this is a decent movie. It has action, it has car chases, it has memory loss, which I don't know, kind of comes out of nowhere, and it kind of seems stupid, like they don't handle it correctly. So, but I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, it's really good action movie. Really good storyline as far as action movies are concerned. You know, there's drugs, there's money, there's crooked cops, and everything has to kind of figure itself out. And anybody who doesn't talk and who doesn't help or is in the way pretty much is killed. And that's the movie. And it's pretty easy summary, pretty easy storyline, pretty easy, landscape of the movie. And there's not much else to it, but then they throw in this memory loss thing. And the thing that bugs me about it is that Liam doesn't seem to be able to handle it correctly. Like, he just, for some reason in this movie, he like turns into a bad actor, even though he's really not a bad actor. And he just is like, oh, this thing, blah, blah, blah. And like, everybody's trying to help him out. I mean, it's just kind of a weird way of handling the movie, And as the movie progresses, certain things are told to him and certain things aren't. And I would say that it just wasn't handled correctly. Like, it was a really nice idea for a movie, but I just don't think they pulled it off. And it just gets a little bit more awkward as the movie goes. So how it ends and how it evolves and, like the second half of the movie, it's fine. I just wish they would have handled it a little bit differently, but otherwise it's pretty entertaining. I had the feeling that this is a true story because they have a thing at the end, but let me know what you think about the ending. If it, if your, grasp of this movie is that it's a true story or not. And then the first half, my big problem, other than it was exciting and, it had cursing and it had, introduction of characters and stuff like that. It had, plot line twists and stuff. I was pretty bored by people just kind of sitting around and talking. There wasn't much going on for like 5 and 10 minute spurts. And then they'd have this huge car scene, and then they'd cut away to the two people talking for another 5 minutes, and it just kind of got a little bit boring, kind of dragged on, and the middle suffers for that, and then the end is kind of the end, and it gets exciting, and you can be entertained by it or not. But since this is a off movie on an off weekend of the year that not much is coming out, I'm going to give Killerman a C, and I do suggest watching movies like this, especially with a name like Hemsworth in it. But I just don't know what to say about it. That's why I'm giving it a C. It's like it's boring and then it's exciting. It's kind of exciting, here and there, and then it gets a twist, and then it has a huge plot line twist, and then they don't know really how to handle it, and then it ends awkwardly, and I just don't know. Like maybe it's not violent enough for me, but way too much sitting around talking. That's for sure. But it's just kind of one of those movies you didn't know what to expect, and you kind of enjoyed it. So give it a C, huh? Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or my other videos, try and get some of them watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And give Killerman a try if you want to. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your movies.